up? What's good? How you guys doing? Welcome again to another segment of Boston Reaction. I'm really so happy. Wait, I think I said live for the first time. It's the fact that I'm always in between live news and reaction. I don't know what has Boston done to me. Anyways, guys, it's going to be an interesting one today. We have an amazing lineup of discussion for you guys today. But then, Violence King has come back because after some people. By the way, this week has been the best week this year for me, because obviously this week Messi got his Ballon d'Or as the best player in the continent, the best player in the history of football, the best player there is, there was, and there will ever be with the 8th Ballon d'Or. This week DAVIDO announced, or not just announced, made a debut for his signee Moravi, who's currently doing good for herself and all of that. This week, Arsenal had their loss. Arsenal lost yesterday, and Arsenal fans, oh yeah, you guys are in trouble, man. And then this week, as usual, Chelsea got to win, and Man U, Chelsea won. Chelsea won their Carabao. That's this week they won it. Man U lost to Newcastle as expected, and all of that. You know, it's gonna be a very blessed week. I can see it already. Anyways, welcome to Boston Reaction, and I have with my usual guests, WIZKID and Abubi. Today's Friday, so if you see them dressed like me, you know it is Friday o'clock. Are you guys getting it? Are you getting it? So let's go through the conversation. We're talking about DAVIDO, WIZKID, Burna Boy, and Rema. And I'm sure your mind what have they done? Just take a chill pill. You will know what they've done. But WIZKID, what's good?
Yeah.
How you doing? Today's weekend, and it's going to be an exciting one. Trust me. I don't know what I'm seeing. I'm seeing blessing this week. I'm seeing blessing. I feel like I'm going to prophesy to you guys, but you guys should chill. Also, Abubi, what's good now? Baba? How about it? I'm seeing blessing now. If you be anywhere, if you be for bed, if you be, I can't say money they come, and if you want somebody won't come.
Talk, a blessing.
Blessing can be anything now.
Exactly. If you also be like a morning vibe this weekend, so no the.
Yo guys, I trust you guys are having a very amazing time out there. Let's go to the conversation. We have a line of discussion today, trust me. But I want us to just touch a bit on the most recent girl, the girl who is set to displace Tiwa Savage, who is set to displace Arya Star, who is set to displace Thames, who is set to take the world on his tongue. I won't call her name, Moravi. Imagine your first debut EP, you had a DAVIDO on your EP. Your first EP in your life. DAVIDO came on that EP. Are you whining yourself? I won't start with you because you are dated the first key. But then the first key, Moravi came through with a project on Thursday. I think it kind of took time. We expected to have come before now. But then finally it's the fact that you came, that's the most important thing. She came through with Ravi, a 5-track album, and then she has to feature DAVIDO on one of the projects at the time, and which she called Magician. Yeah, an amazing body of work. What do you have to say about what she has done? Is it worth the wait? Is it all of that?
Well, for me, I would say that it took too long, because that's one of the challenges that is there for a label that has the boss to also be an artist. Because obviously in life, everyone always speaks him or herself first.
Yeah,
before any other person. Davido dropped March. It shouldn't have taken this long before any other person in the label drop something. Yeah, we had logos drop. Dali, I can't forget. Is it Jailo or something? That was controversial. And then Moravi took so long after announcement in March, now in November. November.
Yes, Thursday was over yesterday.
So dropping our first body of work, we getting to hear the first one. That being said, for me, I've listened to the EP, Ravi. And the first track was a bit, catchy. What's love? That was a love. Trying to say that, she doesn't know what love is. Probably she's not looking or something. Saying who will detach your love and all of that. I would say her pen game is, pretty tight. Like, she did pretty well on the project. But because of the fact that there's a DAVIDO on one of the tracks.
The bias, actually.
And it now make it so obvious, because almost everyone that I've listened to the track that I've got to speak with or have a conversation about
Magician,
they always just go to Magician, which is not good for the Ravi brand or for the EP, because our first major song in the garden at DAVIDO, which was the song that announced her. Now, the second major one is Magician, also with DAVIDO. Now, is it that they are trying to build a brand around Davido, because it is not going to be, really good for her. So would it mean that every other song she drops, people would not pay attention until she gets to feature Davido? Now this is her second song with Davido in less than a year. That is like logos now that I mentioned. At least you know that there's Talika, you can easily, even you don't remember any part of that song, you know that line. But now listening to Ravi's EP, I don't know what song they are pushing yet, because I haven't gotten to see one that they're like, okay, this is like the song we want to start with. But I would say that the EP was good. Even though I expected some, I don't know, I'm still trying to balance a sound in my ear, like to get, this is Ravi's sound, because at some point I heard some slight of Yemi Alade, Tiwa Savage in some songs, so like it's still not very, very distinctive yet. But then when you hear a voice, this is Moravi, obviously the voice, but then the style of a sound is still a bit shaky. So maybe what could have been done was to release a single first, to create more buzz and more awareness before dropping a project, because she wasn't announced with an EP in the first place. So I think a single would have done that to build fans, build audience, because not everybody, the Maven formula will not work for everybody.
Yeah.
Even artists in Maven, it is not working for all of them.
True.
So why would you want to do that? When there is a supposed working formula, one song, it is easy to push one song. Pull money, pull everything, bro. Song will no sweet. If you hear 1 million times, it goes sweet. Like, it's just like having two people in a room that do not like each other. They are the only one that existing. Before you just like you're beginning to like the person. That's just how it is.
Now, it will be right. Now, you spoke about Don Jazzy, right? We know it has a very successfully done, right? But then, this year has been a very tight year. Very, very tight year. Don Jazzy, as against his usual style, he announced a lady this year.
Yeah.
She no blue. I think the team just will be like, you know what, as you know what, just leave her first. No touch her, just leave her. Let's think of her that way. Now, Davido was also in the mix of how do I announce this girl? Now, the Jazzy girl, no collaboration, just she alone.
Yeah.
Now, Davido, do you think it was him saying, okay, this girl must shine? This year tight already.
Yeah.
This year, David, even me as Davido, if I drop, I feel no went around. So let me push this girl with my collaboration. Do you think that was the approach he used when he featured the girl's album? Or the EP rather?
Well, I mean, it is. We can say that is part of the approach too. But even if you go back to how Davido has always moved or promoted a lot of his artists, you can Mayorkun as well. We can to an extent say that Mayorkun's brand was created around Davido, because most of Mayorkun's beginning songs had Davido on it. I know. I'm not saying all. I'm saying most. Do you understand? Had Davido on it. So
maybe some
of it, some of the bigger ones. There's no song with Davido that is not big. I can't remember anyone.
Actually, it's Davido. That's with me.
Yeah. So to an extent, there was that that part of a Davido and Mayorkun synergy that made it more solid for Mayorkun. And so when he released his own songs, songs were also good. So it was natural for people to flow like that. So to an extent, you would also want to say that maybe that was a bit of what Davido was looking at when he wanted to drop, when he wanted to announce Moravi.
Yeah.
We saw that the song he did with her on his own album was good, right? But now we are coming to our own album, to our own EP, our own project, and so for him, he felt like, okay, maybe the industry is so tight, you can't leave her alone at this point, because like Don said, that's taking too long. Like since March that we heard about her, this is November. A lot of people would have moved. I don't want to say moved on from Davido's album, but a lot of people have moved on from a lot of songs off Davido's album. And so in a way, you would also say that they have moved on from her. And now, so Davido now looked at it and said, okay, since I feel like people might have moved on, to not be fair to just drop only her in the project and just leave her like that.
So let's factor in.
Let's put myself, because at this point they probably don't want to add an external person, because in my personal mind I was thinking if I've added
somebody
an
else
external
come outside
person
to
to pull off the whole thing. I made it more that way. You're not like okay, the video that they do. I mean, like girl after all, you go dig the EP. Do you understand? But that's why in my head I was expecting somebody outside the label that they would pull off, and that would have made more sense because that person would also have been able to promote the songs more than Davido. Right now, Davido is still promoting his own project. He will now start looking at promoting Moravi's project. And now, let's be honest, this magic song, is the one they are going to promote first. That is probably the song they are going to push first.
Okay, I do not agree with Ruby on that one. I feel like it should have just been a Ravi on the EP, basically, because since they do not want us to have just one song from her, they want us to listen to her in different dimensions. Then they should have just left her alone to get our buzz, to get our fans, to get everything on her own. Well, let me check. Okay, the first song that they want to push is the intro song, What Is Love, which is actually a good song. Like I think for me that's like one of the songs I enjoyed on the EP, What Is Love. The one with Davido, maybe the third favorite for me on the EP out of the 5. What Is Love is actually like one of the tracks I really liked, and then she had one piano sound that was really really chilled too. And then this moment that she drops is actually a very very perfect time. Looking at the way the songs were released this week, like who else dropped? Yeah. There was no major person.
Looking at it. Today is Friday.
Yes, today's Friday. Okay, yeah. Tenny dropped. Like Studio Boy dropped. I think those are like the two.
I think
so. I think she has the space to actually really shine. So if it was just a Moravi on the EP, then people would Davido would easily push and all of that for him. Doesn't mean that because he's on the EP is why he should push. He's she's his artist, so obviously he should really push for that one. But then looking at the body of work in all, I would say that it's a good effort in general. It's a good output for the first time coming out. Looking at how long it took and all of that, regardless, it can definitely be better. I'm sure they would look at the ups and downs, look at which of the songs people resonated with more, and then maybe release, then to direct our craft towards that way and all of that. So I guess probably that's one of the reasons why they dropped multiple songs, so that they know which side of Moravi do people enjoy more. But then it's a really really decent body.
I was going to say that because as well you also want to give her the space to find her own sound. I remember Don was talking about that he was trying to figure out what way does Moravi sound, and I'm like, this is our first project. We can't really let's wait for people to pick a sound from her, because I remember when Aya Star first came out and people were like, you're sounding like this, and so they knew that people don't like this. They immediately picked another sound.
This industry is just I'm going with my future. This industry is fighting the ladies. I'm not like Rema came out, she was like WIZKID and we accepted him.
No, see.
Why? So why?
Rema was tackled.
He even said it in his recent.
He said he said it. But then do you think it was this Rema Roses? Bro, I heard WIZKID more than 5 times. And then people love the song, but the lady, here you will come and say, Yemalade. And when they say that thing, bro,
and that's the same for guys.
But for guys,
he's talented. People say it's down like WIZKID.
Yes,
the guy never seen
since that time.
Actually,
even Starboy Terry, somebody's like, okay, that's like WIZKID,
and that's why.
So it's not.
Because there are fewer ladies.
I can name prototype of 4. I think I was doing trend yesterday. Sorry, I was doing trend, and then I spoke about Two-Face. I remember there was this guy, Joel. Bro, the reason why I did not hear Joel was because I was hearing Two-Face, and I love Two-Face. That's the thing. But at the time, he got the boss.
If you don't have your sound,
Joel had the boss now.
Joel had the boss. You see, the buzz he had was also because
Two-Face was there.
Yes. That's why.
But for the ladies,
sound.
If you come and then the moment they can sense it, maybe you now come and if you not be down, you not be song, just like Tiwa Savage, bro.
it's normal.
But anyways, you guys want to make me say kudos to the management. As much as I don't like the management, but you guys are making it look like they did a good job.
They did a very decent job.
So let's talk about where they did not do a good job. So let's say yes, they did a good job on this one. So we'll give it to them. But they did not do a good job on the parts. How will Moravi come through and then people find it difficult to? Because I waited till 12. I did not like. I was one person that waited till 12. And then I typed Moravi. I was seeing in the garden. I was seeing the girl like 5. One the garden, one different. This guy not get this thing. I still have a profile, and I'm like, okay. Then I saw this project somewhere in thin air. I just saw it. I saw it. Okay. So why would Moravi 8 months in the should I say 8 months in the game? 8 months in the game, yeah. And then how would that kind of person not have a profile?
I think the issue must have been a
technical issue.
Yeah, technical
from
issue.
Management.
That's the word from the A&R people.
Yeah.
Because as an artist, you obviously need to start to have a profile on all DSPs. Now, when the song dropped, the mistake they made was when In the Garden dropped, she didn't have a profile.
Yeah.
Also,
But it dropped.
yeah.
So Apple Music obviously, because they say Moravi, Apple Music would automatically just create something so that there's always somewhere that people would go to when they see a Moravi collaborations, DJ mix, and because a lot of DJ mix, for the In the Garden, so everything was under that name. And then when they realized their mistake, they had to merge. Since it was still the same label,
so they merged the Apple Music
with
the one they have.
one they created. So now, if you open Moravi on Apple Music, you see In the Garden and the new songs on the EP, all on the songs that she had released. But initially, I even saw 2. There was one Moravi that has only the EP.
Okay.
Then there's another Moravi that was nameless. It was just the name. There was no profile. It was just there. That has, In the Garden and the one other song that she was featured on. But right now, they've sorted out, they've merged, and you can see that even on her Spotify, she has a monthly listeners.
Yeah, about 4,000.
Like when they dropped, they just dropped it under a new profile, and then there was 0 monthly listeners on that one.
Okay, so now I want to understand this now because you get pinned on your profile, like your profile number was. So does it mean she was not pinned? Like so, like I want to understand. Now I'm obviously they don't go pay her. You get, but revenue from the song, she not collect.
Yeah, the song is majorly a DAVIDO song, the In the Garden song.
Okay, actually.
So most of it will be going to DAVIDO, and then there will not be a split sheet where she gets.
So how would she know how? Because it is.
It's the same company now, so they will track the numbers.
Anyways, before we move on here, I think for now the album is on the EP is on number 4 on Apple Music album as we speak, and it's charting in about 14 countries, and I think that's a very good debut for her. Like 14 countries. I can name you 4 OGs that Reminisce did not go 14. Ruga did not go 14. Come, you know them now. Call their name now. Let's do violence. Should not go. This next one is violence. I'm not gonna lie because I saw it on the conversation. And I just don't want to say it though because this body was kind of hot. But I would be talking about 4 and they put Rema there again. I thought we talked about this on Wednesday. That Rema should not be in top 4, and then I'm seeing Rema in this top 4, and I'm like, why?
Here we are.
Let's go on the soft note. Anyways, let's talk about DAVIDO, WIZKID, and Burna Boy. We're gonna begin from Wednesday, where Burna Boy came out to say he rejected $5 million at the time, and he created a buzz. I said he was lying. I told him he was lying. I don't know if you saw the video, but I think he was talking to me on this social media post when he said, "Give lion big share." He's lying, a lie. He was talking to me. He's still talking to me. He's a lie.
I'm going through the
call my name. Call my name. You go to say I don't give a bad part. It's a lie. Call my name. You lie, your guy. You lie.
Big bone to small dog.
It's small bone to a big dog. You talk. He said you get your maths. When you get your maths, but you lie.
This thing, I'm going somewhere. There's also information that I have in my head about this old big bone, small bone, rejecting 5 million. And remember, Wednesday we checked how much somebody earns. One of the biggest artists right now, globally. We check how much
1 million.
this guy charges, and you are saying
Drake? That's Drake.
yes, now
1 million.
and Drake charges 1 million, and you are saying rejected 5 million.
I said that boy is lying.
Small dog.
I said that boy is lying.
So you are saying you are better.
You are better than Drake.
Okay.
You that you cannot see Drake. You that you are begging. You have to go and beg Jacob for collaboration. You are paying per word. It's you that you have to go. And, let's leave it there. Before I enter. If I see any more tweets from you, Allah, I face you. I say, Burna Boy fan will be like, this guy, wow, cool. But anyways, guys. sincerely, and this I'm not even capping. Lately, I've not seen a show in the country. Oh man, like when I mean country, where I see headliners DAVIDO or WIZKID or Burna Boy or Rema. For Rema, we say because it's story, yeah. But you can still create time because you come for a word, you wear this, and show don't say you go do the whole day. Sure, if you fly, you go, fly, you come. But it's been a while I've seen these guys headlining. Now let's begin from it. Do you think they are now bigger than the country? Because basically, December by this time, that time we don't see plenty headline. Silverberg go down announce one. Flight time go down.
Bro, I want 2019.
We go not see. We go not know. By this time last year, we don't know such a they do events. People don't save money. We don't know everything. But today is November. We never know anything. No headline, no show. Now I don't know what Davido talks say he want to do. Now we know. What is the problem?
Well, for me, I wouldn't say that there's a particular problem. First off, economy is hard, and show promoters understand the situation of things in Nigeria. Inflation has gone up, like way up. Compared to last year, price of fuel has tripled. A lot of things, like things that you could get last year, the price will be like you don't over double, some don't triple, some don't quadruple. You don't go. So it is first of understanding your market. Now you have a product, you know that people cannot afford it. I wouldn't produce it anymore. Like no two ways about it. I'm not going to produce them because the market that I'm selling the product has depreciated, like it's almost going to liquidation. So why do something that I know that I'll go backward for? That is one. And then another angle is that these top guys, they are not very expensive, bro.
That where I won't go with that one.
They are not very expensive. Ashake's fee of last year is not Ashake's fee of this year.
You don't do O2.
You don't do O2, you don't do Barclays. It's a big boy, And then moving on to the other guys. I think Flight Time announced their 3 days festival. I think I saw Ashake on their this thing. I think they announced last month or so. But they said more lineups to come and all of that. Affording to build a Burna Boy, a WIZKID, a DAVIDO, these three is a lot.
I will never go for that show.
So it is best that you find sponsors, rack up money to put up just one of them, as your headliner, for a particular show. And unlike previous times where Nigerian artists have rate card for Nigeria and rate card for abroad. But right now, they don't talk to your mom, business by business, so everybody flat rate.
That's right.
That's $8.
But Nigeria has money.
Now,
$8.
Yes, we have the money.
That's what my problem is.
Who will buy the ticket to the show?
See, now that's the thing. I feel like this is wrong. It is very.
Wait, what is wrong? The fact that they have different.
The fact that artists now
flat rates
have a flat rate that is in dollars. I just do not.
Sorry.
Like it.
Do they sing when Davido go to UK? It's not the same song they sing to UK.
No. See, you are right. They sing the same song. Where I'm going to is that first of all, these are your people. These are Nigerians. You know the situation of the country. You know there's inflation. There's this. There's that. But you also know that irrespective of this inflation, and Nigerians also have like the highest streams of most of your songs, right? And so you do not now think that it is just right that in a year you find a show that these guys can afford. So I do not think it is fair that you cannot create time to have a show that these guys who are your biggest listener, biggest fans can afford. You should have it. I mean, we agree that you are big. I mean, but you know the situation of this country right now that everywhere tight for boys. But at least do show every say people go. Not that you now put up a show the same price you are giving the foreign guys that it is very convenient for them to pay. You are not putting that same price for us that it is not convenient for us to pay based on foreign exchange. For me. It just doesn't sit right with me. I mean, you are artists that we know everybody wants money, everybody likes money, but at least your craft should be like the biggest part of you, not just the money. You should also consider the fact that you enjoy music, you enjoy watching people sing your song, you enjoy being in the crowd. All of these guys still today will still come out and say we don't do this for the money, we do this because we love people. So do you understand where is that passion for music? If you cannot have
we passion feed you.
No, the question is, are these guys poor?
Wait.
That's another thing you should consider. They are not poor. It's not this money that's going to make them not
before
to eat bread and beans.
before
Before
on this. Well, before I even get comes to done, right? Let me because I don't forget this. So I feel like I also share your thoughts, right? But then I'm always like, let's be fair too. Now for Davido, for Burna Boy, for instance, it doesn't just come and perform. Burna Boy is particularly upset. Burna Boy comes with the outsiders. Now he flies these guys from wherever they are in the world. That's money. He comes with a standard set he wants to work with. That's money. Wait, chill. Davido comes with composers. That's money.
Okay.
I don't know what we say come with, but they come with the tunes. But I don't know if they do.
You know, there was a time you said this, and I just let it slide.
Okay.
I just say,
No, that's a joke. That's a joke. I was joking.
But where I want to go to, look at Davido did a show in Lagos this year.
Yeah.
Right. And he did the show, and the show went well. Everybody enjoyed that show.
But they paid money. They paid good money.
Yes, they paid money. What I'm saying is, you can't. This excuse that I'm giving that you bring this person, that's not an excuse. If now that one, so you are saying that John, they cannot do those things.
What I'm saying, that's
my
why they
point.
charge.
That I'm not saying that's not why they charge, but I'm saying irrespective of what they charge. I'm not like I said.
So you want them to do, they should do a free show.
They don't have to do a free show. But for example, if you are going to charge, in the US, you're charging $50 per seat,
yeah.
Right? In US, $50 to Nigeria.
That's about 55 to 60K.
To 60,000. You can charge half of that for Nigeria.
It's not too much for me.
I'm saying if you do that, it will still be considered okay.
But they are what
they are
doing.
That's not what they are doing is 50K in US, 50K in Nigeria.
No,
that's not.
We should have you saying this year that's regular 50K. We should have.
No, I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
I'm just saying an example is 50K there, 50K. It is easier for them to pay 50K. I mean, somebody would earn a 50K in 3 hours. That'd be $50 in 2-3 hours. Do you understand? In Nigeria, a 2 months salary for some people. Do you understand? Okay. So you can't. They should. I don't know how best to say this.
Okay, so let me pause on that.
Well, in life, when for everything good, there's always a repercussion, and this is one of the repercussions of Afrobeat to the world. Because before the music started becoming global, Nigerian artists were performing in Nigeria every year. Like December, it is sure. WIZKID good day, DAVIDO good day, Burna Boy good day, everybody good day. But right now, there's a lot of exposure. There's more money outside, like you mentioned, than inside. So, last, I'm money be keke in rere. Now money I will take push my craft. You get me? And then looking at it now, looking at these foreign artists, how many of them tour African countries as much as we Africans do? Like, it's not like we are not listening to their songs yet.
True.
They are hardcore fans of or if they say Lil Duck is coming to Nigeria, Lil Duck is coming in December, by the way.
Yeah, it's coming.
Flight time. You would see how many people will go to that show because of Lil Duck. We've gone to the street a lot of times to do guess the song, and some people say, I know the hear Nigeria song go.
Yes, like, plenty times.
But that doesn't mean that these guys will now
come here.
Say they want to come here or they want to come and do a particular show because they know that we cannot afford to pay them.
Do you think
we cannot afford?
Do you think it's because
we cannot afford? The promoters cannot afford their bills.
Now, another thing you should consider. Another thing you should consider. No,
that's $1 billion.
No, another thing you should consider.
Bro,
wait. Another thing you should consider is that these guys grew up in that space, so for them it's like a step down. Do you understand?
Why would you say it's a step down? It is business. It is music.
I see. I'm saying for them, that is the reality they grew up in. Performing at this amount.
So now that is the mentality of Africans. Why do you believe that they are higher than us?
You don't get what
you said it's a step down.
See, what I'm saying is I'm saying what my point is. If they are going to do a lesser amount here, that's what I'm saying. It's for them. It's like a step down. For Nigerian artists, it shouldn't be like a step down because you started this way. For them, they started. When you start up, and then you are
see
up,
now,
up,
all
up,
of these
up,
things.
When you start down, go up. If you have to come down, it's not
because
it shouldn't be a big deal.
The money they spend there is dollars, so it is like a normal thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it is not abnormal for you to say, "Oh, I charge $50,000." It is normal. But in Nigeria, when you get $50,000, that's 5 million. Abi how much, bro? That's a lot of money for you to even say you want to afford.
$50,000. That's over 50 million.
Yeah,
over 50 million.
Can you see? Like
$1,000 is 1 million. Yeah, I forgot to.
So a lot of all of these things, yeah, they are very, very, it has the good and the bad parts. Now all the big boys want to perform abroad, they want to cash out, they want the global dominance. Yes, all well and good. Now what happens to your country people that cannot afford the money that they spend there? Bro, people abroad, like I have a couple of friends that every year at some point in their life in a year they don't have any money, because all the money they made from a particular time to a particular time, they spent everything for summer. Like they will go on vacations, they are outside traveling from different places for a whole month. They come back and they start working. That is the kind of mentality they have there, because there's money. I guess that if you are broke, collect loan, you'll be paying it back monthly. Like life is easy for them to enjoy all of these basic things. But here, that opportunity does not exist. Me, way I would think, say, for my salary, me I will go there use and pay.
You know, pay.
I go straight for you too, I beg. So the cost is pretty high, and why did
So you're in support. So you're in support of these guys.
I'm not in support. I'm not saying I'm in support. I said the cost is pretty high for people to afford here.
I think
not
just saying that basically
that
the fact that Afrobeat is growing, there's always an adverse effect. And the adverse effect is that this will happen. And then it's not. I think the end point is that it's not even our opinion. It is what is bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not what we can. It's not what we can change.
My point remains that to an extent,
They
these
can do
guys
something better about
can
it.
do something better. They can do. See, if Burna Boy say he want to do free show for Nigeria, no go film. So what are you going to say? But I'm not saying they should do a free show, but they should do a show that we can afford.
The big guys even do free shows. There was a time they said Drake
that we can afford.
no, not Drake. This guy, what's his name? That has Dreamville. Oh shoot, he's a rapper.
Is he OG? Is he an OG?
No, yeah, he's an OG.
Eminem.
No, not Eminem. This guy that Burna Boy sang with. J. Cole. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the one that does Dreamville Festival. But there was a time they said he did a $1 show or something.
$1.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Bro,
That's what I'm trying
and
to
it is
say.
in an open space.
That's
A
what
lot
I'm
of
trying
artists
to
came
say, bro.
support. Like people had a good time. Like it is
$1.
not.
That's
Bro,
what I'm
it
saying.
is
That's
not-
like
it's not
1,000
until-
naira. Do you
It
think
is
Burna
not
Boy
until
show?
but the issue now is with Nigerians, artists themselves do not organize shows. Promoters organize shows. Even this Davido's TBS was Toro that organized it.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of how much is your upfront money? You are paying me 30 million. Yeah, you take now your show, but now me be a artist, so go do like now my show. They don't already pay the videos.
So you're saying an artist cannot.
So now the way it is now, that's what it has become. Artists do not want to spend that money to organize shows. They just want to get paid.
So there's a place of greed in the artist part.
Call it
Because now I remember
that.
that we spoke on reaction on our former set about Davido's contract with Sony.
Yeah.
Because we're like, WIZKID is so stiff. If WIZKID sing with you, Sony will say no. But Davido feel just like Reborn song tomorrow.
Yeah,
Just
jump.
And then Sony don't do anything about that. So if that kind of can pay your contract, why can't you just with your team members, 30 BG, what's one? We must be promoter. Can't just be Davido and say, okay, I want to bless my Lagos fans. Come and watch me for.
You see the difference between the A-list and the B-list and the other guys. Look at Johnny Drew. Johnny Drew's show was organized by Maven. Strictly.
Yeah.
And you tell from the cost of the tickets.
Yeah,
Because they do not spend so much
on promoters and all of that.
getting promoters, getting this. The artist himself pushed the show, by himself. Label, okay, they sorted out guys, the sound guys, they have the band already.
Yeah.
Just rent a couple of sound, get the space together and then make everything good. Chike's show, last year also.
Yeah.
He pushed his thing by himself. Cavemen also, when they want to do their thing, they do their thing by themselves.
Well,
Black Bones too. The label and everything came together. There were no promoters, involved. Yeah, tickets people who did that they want to, sell tickets like vendors, but it is solely their shows. You can tell that yes, obviously to not be too expensive. Now, Davido, does he have time to do this? Yes, he does. Would he do this? I don't know. Burna Boy, does he have the time? Yes,
everybody has the time.
All of them have
do
the
it.
time. Would they do it?
That's my
That is
problem.
where the issue is.
So now
So for us to enjoy them in affordable rates, it is in their hand.
for the first time on reaction, I want to ask a very direct question because last we know the question, we don't want to give the answer. Now, if they have the time and they can do it, but they are not doing it, does it mean that they are greedy? Yes or no?
I don't have an answer to that.
Because the answer supposed to be because it be like say person take us no be your now thief. So if I ask him you thief, it just be yes. It cannot be I did not thief, but you took what is not your own. That is thief now. Because if Davido, because now you open my eyes to her, Davido can actually do a free show. Because that's like if you ask all of them, they will say the same. They have to say it's for the passion.
Did the fans not organize free show for the video in December?
But it did not come.
Where artists not there? Did they pay the artists to come?
No, that one is different. That was different. No,
it's like I want to go somewhere else.
It's like Mohbad's phone now. Sorry for using a less person, right? But it's Mohbad. Whoever came for that one
came on their own.
Now look at Davido's own. The one the fans organized because Davido did not have any concert in December and they want to try to do things to make him happy. The fans and everybody came together and did something. Now the artists that came to that place were not paid, and a lot of artists were there. A lot of people were there.
They were not A-list artists though.
A lot of artists were there.
But
artists that were buzzing in Nigeria were there. What were you saying? Bella Shmurda was there. Shode was there. A couple of other guys, were there. These are the guys that obviously people Shode had caution. Caution was a rave, in December at that time. Bella Shmurda had a lot of songs that people would easily, buzz to, and a couple of other guys. Mayokun was there also, and all of other people. Now, A-list artists at that point were already, outside the country, doing their things and all of that. But that doesn't mean that these B-list artists do not have their charges. Bella Shmurda, at all, no shame about 3 million, 5 million if you want to come for a show. But he came because, to show love. So now, if artists, let's say, organize a free show, does that mean that their fellow artists will not come to support? They would.
So, since my point, if Davido, for instance, organize a free show, I'm sure that there are some people some A-list artists that he will call. Davido cannot have a free show and Olamide will say he will not be a part of it. It's like Baba will run this for boys. They go do, Ashake go come, Fireboy go come. And now you see those Peruzzi, they go food there. They go start with me and you say because Davido show am. But my own is why is he not doing it? They don't usually call Shode and Shode will come.
Now it doesn't even have to be a free show.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like
for the
1,000.
1,000 even too. Let's even say 5K.
Because the way it's going now, if you say a 5K show, I can promise you, is a show organized not even by who chairman at 5K. If you say a 5K show today, it's either show day or who is upcoming.
I didn't know you would do 5K. Right now, with the cost of things, minimum you can get for a show is 10K, 20K. So that's too expensive now.
What I'm even saying, 10K show. 10K show is affordable.
Okay, let's shift a bit now because it's looking like I want to understand if it's also peculiar with other countries. Because let's leave Nigeria alone. Now let's come to places like neighboring countries. Ghana, we know they have Sarkodie. South Africa's Novest. We know this US kind of everything. Casper, Nasty at the same time. Is it peculiar to Diamond? Yeah. Is it peculiar to these guys too? Or is it because Sack has blown too?
Bro, these guys do shows in their country. Was it not last year that Falipupa did stadium?
All of them do shows.
Bro,
all
they do
of
shows in their country.
Irrespective of anything.
What is because me I know
still see Diamond Platinum's headlining a lot of shows
in
Tanzania.
I know that for a strong fact. Now we've joked about it in the studio, not even on air, where we talk about like Coldplay having 3 days shows back to back at Wembley. These guys do it in their country
every year. They do every year.
Bro, if you check out where, if you announce to that, okay. So if other guys do it in their country and it's working, mostly because US they advanced, UK they advanced, Ghana here they do them, Saudi they do them. Wait till be Nigeria own where we cannot even. If you want to organize a show now, you have to call Mayokun. You are a billionaire. So what is our own problem? That's my own in this conversation.
Our eye don't big. We don't want to feel right.
So are we going to blame promoters or artists?
All of them.
I don't think we are going to blame promoters. Promoters are just trying to organize the shows that artists are not organizing, and promoters obviously also have to make money. But if you don't, because promoters will think I'm saying, okay, if I want to do show for a hotel has what they charge. A hotel can contain 5K people. Now, if artists say you want to collect 10 million, how much is the hotel charging me? Let's say 5 million. Now, if I get to sell my ticket for 20K per head, times 5,000, oh, table.
Get-
Okay, if I also for sponsors, how many sponsors can I get? How much will sponsors give me? Or would sponsors give me products that I can also use
To
as
sell.
freebie to sell my show? So all of those things are what promoters will think about. If they say, this artist no go pay me, okay. Now instead of bringing one artist that collect 50 million, let me
Bring
bring
5
three
artists.
that collect 3
Do you
or 5
understand?
that collect that money. People would come, and that's how it goes.
So Laura come by this year, we feel not get any deal.
When I go stream YouTube,
Because Burna Boy just announced, I told them to, but anything we go make, person will say you get 5 million. So anything we go make Burna Boy leave, I told them to come Nigeria, come do show. The man saw $7 million. So. And because the truth is this, I feel like we know they have this money. The money that Burna Boy will make in 25th of December in Nigeria here, it will not make him richer. If he doesn't make that money, it will not make him poorer. Because the truth is, if you check well, he might not be doing anything that day. If you just stay in your house. Or if you go club, go waste money. So why not just invest that time? And if I hear passion from the mountain, all of us, if I hear passion,
I think for Nigerians, one of the issues also is that there are little time to connect with the fans because they believe that how much Nigerians they give them,
they don't even stay here.
how much we even give them for revenue for songs. So why not go to people that give me the money that I make from DSPs and then we have a good time with them.
DSP is still
The Bible said, do not forget the days of humble beginning. And then you're going to end with this. Now,
That is why we also need to build our own home. We need to sort out our own DSPs so that these guys will see that people are actually listening to me.
But
Because-
the back end of Spotify and all these DSPs will also show
no,
the
Nigeria
places
don't
where-
give numbers.
No,
Nigeria don't give
don't
numbers.
say that,
Wait,
bro.
even
Don't say
this
that.
number, but the money is OT. The money where they go make per stream for Nigeria is almost double of what they'll make abroad. So they prefer to check for abroad streams than to check for Nigeria.
The point is, you have fans here. Feed your fans.
They don't have fans there too.
No,
We
I
should
know.
start those ones.
See, we say me they do something, they do that one. Do both of them.
Like I said, I'm going to end the show with this one. And then it's going to be a question to both persons. I want to understand why it is that when you blow up, Nigeria got this crash your body. If you come here, let's say the people will pay for your body. No will pay. You use 2 days, you don't fly, go back.
Everybody, bro.
Most of
Ashake
them.
is here, bro.
Eh?
Ashake is
We don't know where Shaka is. Where is he?
But Ashake is still Nigerian boy.
And now,
It was that.
it's Atlantic. Now, but if you check, if you do it now, you say don't go UK.
Olamide spends more time here too than outside.
And Olamide cannot stay outside the country actually, but they're going to scash up for that place to come back. But actually, look at the main guys.
Yeah.
Davido, Burna Boy. Davido, you can never, that one. If you want to kill him, if you want to kill Davido, I swear you miss target. Because now why would Mama you talk something about them? Mama used to say that sometimes they don't be so good and you they concern because if you tell me say you dey island, they go with Bala. Bala go ask you where they stay. You say island. Where? Like person like me now, they don't kill me for you. Like, because you don't know why they stay. Why they shoot this video now? You don't know that why they go post something now today. It's not gonna know why I did. You get so last. But then truth is that I want to understand why our artists they blow up and then Nigeria becomes a space where you don't stay. You go to the UK, you build, you have an apartment, you have your family there, your kids are there. Those kids as a case study. Married that appear in that place, whereas there was one that you give Bele here. Davido, smart man, he carry from here, go there. WIZKID now from there, he carry come here. I'll now ask you, why don't you first?
I cannot answer that one. Everybody have their aim in life. Me now, if I become rich, I don't think that I would want to settle abroad. Like I can go for vacations, have fun, and then I'll still come back here because this place, freedom, you are back for a year, bro. A lot of my friends abroad, they are restricted to a lot of things.
Actually.
Didn't you talk about your guy that cannot even get to buy cigarettes?
Bro.
Because of the cost.
£17.
But look at Nigeria is sweet if the country becomes better. Obviously, a lot of people would come back because some people abroad they are not even happy with what they are doing. Bro, artists they are abroad, we say they school. Artists they are abroad, we say they also.
Wait, don't blow from here. They've got to go school for that place. If I say your classmate are Benashmida.
Artists they are abroad, we marry because of citizens
Yeah.
did that place.
Yeah.
Wow. So everybody they also because at the end of the day, yeah, you're an artist, but you still want a better life for yourself, for your family. So you guys think everything through.
You guys, we've come to the end of this one, trust me. My take off from this is that in my way they school for UK, man, there's not picture of because tomorrow morning, the first season like Kizania be your classmate. I'll be WIZKID just enroll for masters, about to find green cards. I don't know, man, they do that, you don't get cards. Yeah, now you go don't they but we don't
Marry whites now.
actually.
Give whites belly.
Feel Burna Boy. Anyway, guys, I love you guys so much. $5 million good class. So, guys, we'll catch you guys in the very next one. Please and please take care of yourself and please keep engaging us. We love you guys so much. Bye bye.